All right, so today we're going to be trying to find something called percent change. Okay, this is done utilizing proportions, and we've talked about this previously in Unit 4. So the biggest um, hold up with percent change is that when you're setting up your fraction, which of course is always uh, want over total, some type of units, phrases, you have to do some math before you can start solving. So we've discussed before that all fractions, you put the given here. If we're talking about percents, the percents go on this side, and they're always out of 100. Okay? The total is relative to the 100, which of course is considered your original price. That's the 100%. The new price is going to be a percent change. The way that you find new, it's the new minus original. So or original minus new, depending on which direction the change is going. But basically, you're subtracting these two numbers. Whatever the new amount is minus the original amount gives you your new price. So it's not just whatever the new number is. So keep that in mind. So we're going to look at a couple notes here for page, oh, not the page number, for percent change. So I would strongly recommend you read through this. This is what I just showed you, new over original, percent over 100. And the way that you'd solve that is to solve for x will give you your percent. So in this case, 65%. You could also find one of the other values if they give you the percent that something was changed. All right, so let's look at this. Marina's bill for dinner totals $38.65, including tax. She leaves a 20% tip. How much is Marina's total? So whatever her total is, now we've talked about percent before. I'm going to show it to you in proportion form. So it's going to be original, which is the 100. So that's our 38.65. And we've got a 20% tip. So in order to figure out what percentage that is, we're going to solve by basically dividing this by 5. And you'll figure out how much the tip is. And then you can add that together to get your new value. So for this first one, 1/5 of 38.65, so cross multiply. $7.73. That's so the tip is $7.73. To find the total, you're talking about original plus tip. So 38.65 plus 7.73. So 46.38 is your total with tip. So we didn't really talk much about the change on that one. That was the tip over the original. On this next one, it does talk about that a little more. It says the wholesale price is $65. The retail reflects a 60% increase. So what is the retail price of the bowling ball? So if we say new price over the original, that's X over 65 equals 60% of 100. So if we solve for this one, we're talking about cross multiply, divide by 100. So 65 times 60, 3,900 divided by 100 is 39. So the markup is $39. You add that to the wholesale cost, and they're selling the bowling balls for $104. Hopefully that's a little harder than the actual assignment, but You have to create the proportions to figure out what you're trying to find. It's going to be very important. And remember, the original is always on the bottom. It's the 100 or the total. So there's an assignment. It's a total of 5 questions that you're going to do today, and then watch the video to see how you do on that before we move on. Okay, thank you. Have a good one.